All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. Come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America and to let the people on this sign, which are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans today, let them know that they are the true children of Israel spoken of in the Bible. All right, the same ones you read about and watch movies about coming out of Egypt are the same ones who are oppressed and enslaved over here in America. And scattered. Alright? Also let our people know who's our number one enemy, which is Esau, the so-called white man. Also known as Edom, Idumea, the Greeks, the Romans, you know, down to the cracker, if you will. Before we officially get started, we want to give all praises
unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ukakadash.
Give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who have taught us this truth, being diligent in this word through the spirit, power, mercy, and grace of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Also want to give blessings unto the elect of Yasha'Allah, which is the Hebrew way to say Israel. Alright, Yah meaning he, Shar meaning prince, and Allah meaning power, because we are the sons of God, man. Alright? And definitely salutations and blessings unto you Akim out there doing this truth across the four corners of the earth. Looking forward to the downfall and destruction of Babylon, also known as America today. All right, and speaking of, that's what we see manifesting even more, becoming more and more clear. All right, this is the book of Revelations, you know, starting to speak up more and more. All right, this is the hidden thing starting to come out from the secrets, man. Because there was a point in time where the Edomites, or the so-called white people, okay, the ones in rulership, we're not talking about the ones that drink beer all day and smoke cigarettes. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the ones who making moves, who in rulership, setting laws, all right, ultimately to oppress our people and fulfill their agenda, man. All right. So what we're gonna do? We actually gonna start in Matthew 24. Right quick.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 1. And Yahweh Shai went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, judgment deals with destruction, all right? And in these times, it's going to be by thermonuclear fire, man, okay? That's the ultimate plague, the ultimate destruction, or the ultimate judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, all right? It causes his weapon of indignation, okay? So over here in Americas, it's going to be completely blown away, literally, to the point where everything's going to be knocked down and it's going to become a desert, right? But even in that, also the land of Israel, man, because that's our original land, and that land was stolen and taken from us from the number one enemy, man. All right, so even the blood that they've shed upon that land of our people, because it's not like every single Israelite is not over there in the land, you know. Some of them is of us, man. All right? So destruction is going to come over here, over there, as well as other parts of the world.
So when America is destroyed and we take over the earth, when America is turned into that desert, it's never going to be made into like or brought back to this land is never going to be brought back to life ever again.
You can read about that in Isaiah 13. But it says it's never going to be inhabited. Arabians shall never pitch tent, you know?
It says back in Matthew 24 and verse 3, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be?
Yeah, they didn't say it while they was in public. They wait till they was, you know, ducked off and you know, they was fellowshipping, man. All right, tell us when these things shall be, because they knew about the prophecies. All right, they knew about the Lord coming. Okay, they knew about the rise of Israel, because you got to think, going back before the Romans, we was under the Greeks, but in between there was a period of freedom, man. All right, what does they call that? The Hasmonean dynasty. Kind of dealing with the Maccabees and stuff. You know, after the Maccabees fought off the Greeks, and we, you know, like I said, somewhat got a bit of freedom until Esau slithered up in there again. You know, through Herod, claiming to be the king of the Jews. You know, but he was an Edomite. All right, and that's history. But they like to say that the Edomites was done away with. Well, Herod and all the Caesars and it was related. Okay, they were just passing down just as the people was doing before, man. All right, not that they was done away with. They still here today. They the ones that have that mark that Cain received, all right, of leprosy. Now, don't get me wrong. Throughout, you know, the mixing and things, we become lighter and things of that nature. Basically, some people that might look like Edomites are actually Israelites, man, and vice versa. You got the parable of the tares and the wheat. All right, we both look alike, but that's why you got to go off of the spirit, man, because there's Israelite camps out there that if you don't look like us, then you ain't of us, pretty much. All right, but if they are so, well,
and just a proof of that is there was a brother that came out with a dream. You know what I'm saying? His woman had a dream, and he, you know, you watch the video, he looked like a straight up Edomite. It was Jake. You know? Yeah. Confusion of face, man. This is at the end of verse 3, it says, "And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?"
Yeah, and that's what it at. That's what it is. That's where we at. We are at the end of the world. Can you grab 2 Ezra 6 and 9 right quick? Because they coming to him like, when is this gonna happen? All right, when is gonna be the end of the world? You know, these things that you're speaking of, when are they gonna? Because like you said, none of these stones are gonna be left. That's ultimate destruction. All right, and back then it's not like they had complete knowledge of nuclear missiles. No, there was some that had. I think Ezra had the vision of it. All right, so he's like, "Woe is me! Who's gonna save me in those days?" You know.
2 Ezra chapter 6, starting at verse 7, it says, "Then Azariah said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or which of the end of the first is the beginning of it that followeth?"
Now who's the first? The same going to Isaac? Was it Rebecca? Isaac and Rebecca? I always get Rachel. You know, what happened? Who was the first that came out? Esau was the first that came out. All right? Which I think is actually going to get into. You know, go ahead, I'll let you do it.
Verse 8 says, "And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau."
Like, hold up, don't move too fast now. Don't try to get away. All right? Go ahead.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
And that's what it is. It symbolized us pulling them down, man. Of our own power, hell no. Through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. All right, this is a part of that. Okay, because through Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, these prophecies are spoken and they manifest, man. All right, into existence. They are spoken into existence. All right. Esau was doing good until he took his funky ass out and put satellites up there, up in outer space. And that's around the same time when what? Abba Bivens was on the scene, or came on the scene, I would say. Because like it says in Obadiah, you know, when you set your nest among the stars, you know, then shall you be brought down. And that's they slowly and gradually started coming down, man. All right. to where we at now, where you can actually see it falling. At a point in time, like Trump came on the scene, he wasn't talking about making America great again for no reason, because there was a point in time where America was actually great. They was able to be the big bullies on the block. Our economy was booming, petrodollar pumping, you know, but to everything that has a beginning, guess what? It has an end, man. All right, you about to say something?
Oh, it's just like, it's crazy how when Trump was in office, oh man, it's just weird. When Trump was in office, he was with it. And then, you know, they kicked him off and they brought Biden in, and then Biden, he let the Afghans take over. And now Russia, really in my mind, Russia's seeing that like, oh, he's a bitch.
Yeah.
We can do what we want. And now they're, you know, so-called invading Ukraine. But if Trump was in office, what do you think would happen?
Yeah, Trump would have.
He would have wanted smoke. But it's all through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
It wasn't time. It wasn't time. You know? I mean, because you can go about it a lot of ways. Something can happen to where Biden can get impeached and shit, you know who up next.
Right.
She might rest the planet, you know? Like, there's so many ways, but hey, the scriptures say what? We know in part and prophesy in part, man. All we supposed to be doing is, of course, reading, watching, and praying. You just watch it, you know? So you don't be deceived when people bring some hot news. You know? Because that's what it's going to come down to, man. I know this and I know that, but through the Spirit, the apostles and elders been speaking on it, man. Through the Spirit, we've been speaking on it, all right? Based off the knowledge we've received that's been handed down through the Spirit, man. All right? And it's not to say, oh, we got it and you don't. Hey, prophecy is going to come to pass regardless. If we have it or you have it or nobody has it, it's going to come to pass, man. All right?
This is back in Matthew chapter.
I had something else I could say.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 5. It says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
And the end is manifest, and that's what you see happening right now, man. That Ukrainian and Russian situation, it's the beginning of sorrows, man. All right, it's part of it, because there's things that still have to come to pass. But that is definitely a faith booster, because the scriptures speak about Gog and Magog, and Russia has that the land of Gog and Magog, and it said it was going to protect those little ones that's over there. All right, and at the end of the day, we know those are the two big factors within this war that's coming, man. Is the U.S. and Russia. All right, you see Russia like they went in there. What? Like what's up? Hey, and if anybody got a problem with it, they said Putin said you're gonna feel something like you never felt before. He's talking biblical,
Right.
you know? There should be a time like never was before, no ever shall be, he said. So that's what he's saying. Then now you got the U.S. saying, oh, I think they're gonna use, I think it's called like thermobaric missiles, to where it's not nuclear, but it like fries your insides or something. And you want to know how the U.S. know what it is and what it does? Because they used it on the Taliban in 2017. Here it is. You worried about everybody else's weapons because you done already used it. You ready to use it. But you trying to play. You trying to play holier than thou. You trying to play the victim. But we know how you rock. We know you build up your case against who you want to fight against. All right. Oh, look at Russia. They just bullying this and they bombing them, and I mean they is over there handling business, man. You know, brother sent the video of a tank hitting a whole drift mode just to hit a car.
Yeah, ran it completely over on purpose.
Yeah. Looked like he was trying to go get the other car. There's another car coming down the block.
Hey, it's like that. When you hit it, finish. Going back over.
Man,
Kill confirm.
over again. I seen the that kill confirmed. Gotta get that tag.
You go back just in case.
And then I seen a video. There's a woman. She recording out the window. You can see the damn jet coming, and you just see smoke come from the jet. Well, that jet ain't get hit, but it let something loose. All right, and then boom, and then the baby start crying, and the camera shaking. They running. That's what those people are dealing with over there. But guess what? It's gonna come over here too, man. It speaks about this place being tender, delicate and never been touched, man, as a virgin. All right? Well, the cherry's gonna be popped. That's a lesson. Woo-hoo. America's cherry gonna be popped.
Piece of the land of unwalled villages.
Yep. Well, yep. Because America, like, we pretty much don't need no wall. Because if we ain't been touched, so they pretty much naive. We ain't been touched. Nobody's bold enough to do anything against us. All right. So all of they pump is being brought low, man. Like the brother that said the other day. You know, they pump is being brought low. That's their pride. All right. It's being shot down because it's like if a dude go to prison or something, and he come home 10 years later. It's a whole new world, especially now in these times.
Yeah.
All right, you coming home to nothing but technology advancements, hands down. So all of the stuff you used to use, you could have. Let's say you was dealing with women, you know, pick up lines with the women. That shit ain't working no more. They ready to go.
We're going to jump back into Matthew 24. It's back in Matthew chapter 24 and verse 4. It says, And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many.
Right, man.
I'll read it again, Matthew 24 verse 4. It says, And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, the Messiah, and shall deceive many.
Yeah, you're going to have many that's claiming to be anointed. All right, you're going to have many that's claiming that they got it. And they're going to have followers, man. All right? Claiming that some have even claimed that they was the Lord. I forget the guy's name, you know, but at the end of the day, these people are going to claim to be holy, be blessed, be worthy to be followed, man. All right.
Hey, crazy enough, you know, there was I know y'all brothers probably seen it, but there was a woman that came out talking about, I'm God, I'm God, I'm the Lord, and say, you know, that just really showing. That shows that we're getting closer and closer to this thing, this place in America being destroyed, man. You know, if I got the brother correct, I believe he was referencing what's his name, Comfort. Because that's how he came. He came in that spirit, like I am the Messiah.
Right. He was the God sent comfort.
He's the God sent comfort. Okay, and you see through the spirit party how about Shemal Shai, that thing fell apart. Okay. Allegedly, he passed on, so on and so forth. All right, but it's going to be a lot of individuals coming in that spirit, especially in these last days, man. All right, and that's why the Most High said, that's why the scriptures say in this particular chapter, it says that there shall be many that shall come in my name, saying the Lord is here and the Lord is there, and try to deceive the elect. You know, but it's not going to be possible, man. Why? Because the Most High have revealed his secrets unto the meek, and he told us to what? To be sober and to be vigilant, man. To be watching, like the brother mentioned earlier, to watch. Because you're going to have individuals like that in these last times, man.
Yeah, like the brother was mentioning earlier, you gather your oil, man. That oil represents your understanding of what you into. All right? Because I'm pretty sure, you many out there really don't know what they're into. Hey, I'll be honest, at a point in time, I didn't really fully understand what I was into, man. But over time, it became more clear. This is serious business, man. Kwame Yashala. Yeah, hey, that's this. What? This is the end, man. And it's not like, but there was a point in time where we used to be out here and people would say, Assalamu alaikum. There was a point in time where people would just throw up a fist, or they would say Black Power. Now you hear Kwame Yashala, man. All right? Now, he ain't out here on the highways with us, but he obviously knows a little something, man. All right? So the Lord will, he'll, you know what I'm saying? He'll be saved, man. All right? Because that's what it starts with. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. All right? But, hey, that alludes to what you're into. He's riding past saying Kwame Yashala, but you still got to know what you're into, man. All right? And not saying that he don't, but even just speaking to me, myself first. Because this is serious business. You see what's going on. I'm pretty sure a lot of the guys that the apostles and elders talk about that used to be around them and used to be in the fold, they probably gonna start popping up, man. Because they see, the prophecies is coming to pass. I gotta get on my shit.
Get they garment.
Yep. Flap it like they be beating the rugs.
Right.
Doing that to their garment, you know. You got a hole in it, they try to, sew another piece to it.
Hey, what does scripture say about that? About the rent and garment.
Exactly.
So Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6, it says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars."
Here we go. You should hear of wars and rumors of wars, man. And like brothers have been saying, it's not the end all be all just yet. All right? But it definitely is a rumor of a war. Because I realize that they're beginning to get more comfortable with speaking about war. At a point in time, they didn't really want to mention it. But now reality is slapping them in the face. But they just they see in reality. Things are manifesting. But the apostles and elders been on it, man. All right, because they've been teaching out of the scriptures through the Spirit. All right, because you got these other camps. Who else is talking about the prophecies as they have been? We would not know about the prophecies if it had not been for the apostles and the elders. We would know how to be an Israelite. In a sense, we would know that we're Israelites. We would just imagine learning from all these other camps, man.
It would be pure and utter chaos in Israel.
It'll be a church.
Yeah.
It'll be a Baptist church, pretty much. That's what it would come down to. All right, but the Spirit was laid upon the apostles, man, to where, like they said, and it's not like they was boasting about it, but they surpassed their elders, man. All right? Just as even me being a babe in this thing, having more knowledge, of the prophets that written things down, because it's being revealed now. All right? That's why the things had cleared up to the apostles, and because they continued in it, time went on, and it was revealed.
That's how they were able to get us on a fast track.
Exactly. They was able to fast forward it, man.
Yeah.
Like a hyperbolic chamber. Something like that, man. Go in there, do our little training, And we've been in there 2 days outside of it, but really, we did it. We done trained 1,000 years. Because there's a scripture that say, there have been many that wanted to see that. It's roughly paraphrasing. You know what I'm talking about? To see the day that we see, things that we see or something. She's just like way down here. Oh man. It's red letters, of course.
Oh, kind. Yeah.
See?
And it's Matthew chapter 13 and verse 17. It says, "For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them."
Yep. So the things that they seen in those times, many the prophets that had written it before, all right, and prophesied against many countries and kingdoms, they wanted to see those things. But then they was pretty much those same people back.
Right.
You know? So they seen them, but they didn't know that they seen, you know? So even till this day, man. All right, because we was around that time then too.
What did Job say? I know that in my flesh I shall see my salvation or something like that.
Yep. So the things that they wanted to see, we're seeing now. It's being manifested. It's being revealed, man. All right, it's being made clear. Okay. So, because in those times when the Lord came back, they said, what did they ask him? Will you now restore the kingdom of Israel? They was ready to go home, man. Just as we ready to go home. But you got some of these camps, that's just cooling in America, man. Fuck this place, man. What the hell I want to know I'm an Israelite for, and that I serve the highest power of all, and I just want to dwell in captivity? What the fuck is that about, man? You go and read the book of Exodus, it said they cried unto the Lord, and the Lord had respect unto them, man. You look into that word, one of them is acknowledgement. The Lord acknowledged them like, oh, I gotta go and get them. The Lord is acknowledging his remnant in these times, man. Because we're sighing and crying with the abominations that be done in the city. All right? We not sitting here, what is the purpose of having this knowledge, man? If you're gonna sit there and be content with being in America, be content with getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, shit, hell, even 3 o'clock in the morning, 5 in the morning, going to work 8 hours, having to wait fucking 7 days or 14 days or even 30 days so you get paid, man. Because they know if they give you your money every day, you ain't gonna struggle. And if you don't struggle, you don't need them. And if you don't need them, they have no power. If they don't have no power, you can overthrow them, man. It's all systematically set up, man. And I can't even say our people. We got people who call themselves Israelites, and they trying to overthrow, man. What was that? Off of I think it was the Winter Soldier, man. And you had Captain America. He holding on to the goddamn helicopter landing, and he holding on to the helicopter too. Nigga, you can split apart, man. Hey, they used to do that to the slaves with the horses. They would tie them to the horses, slap the asses of the horses, and have them go 4 different directions and tear their fucking limbs off, man. All right, and that's how you niggas are doing, man. They're trying to hold on to America and hold on to, I can't even say the truth, hold on to being an Israelite. It don't mix, man. It doesn't mix. And it never will. I don't care how much water you pour over oil, it's never gonna mix, man.
Never mix. It never mix.
It's just gonna float.
You could put it in a blender.
In a blender.
Blend it up. It's gonna settle at the bottom.
Yep. It's never gonna mix, man. The same with you claiming to be an Israelite, calling yourself an Israelite, all right, and trying to hold on to America, man. Let's go.
Hey, because it says in Isaiah 30, it says that's what's going. It's going to be as a breach ready to fall. You hold on to it, man. Matthew chapter 24.
Read that one again.
Yeah, verse con. Matthew 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
But the end is not yet. So you're going to hear wars and rumors of wars. All right, read it a little bit after that again, Baba.
Con. It says, But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation.
No, that same precept.
Oh, sorry.
Just read it over. I kind of missed the middle of it.
It's back at the beginning of Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
And that's the Russian-Ukrainian situation. You know, like, now everybody gonna be all on war. You know, I had a youngin' tell me, hey, you heard what's going on in Russia? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. You know? I heard, if you heard it, I heard it. Like, you know?
What's going on over there?
But that's what's going down though, man. Everybody gonna start getting on. They're gonna start to listen, man. All right, like the scriptures say, in the day of thy power, thy people are willing, man. And the Lord is showing His power. All right, He's constantly showing His power and manifesting His name throughout the earth. And I did a lesson the other day, and I said pretty much to the known and unknown, whether you know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is manifesting His power or you don't know. It doesn't matter to Him. For what if some did not believe, should I make the faith of the Most High without effect? He don't care what you think. He don't care, man. And that's what people fail to realize. They make it seem like the Lord has to care what they got going on in their life. He's the reason you have life, man. All right? So you supposed to be worried about what He's going to do within your life. That's why I said seek Him in the days of your youth, man. So you can be brought up in this, man. We wasn't brought up in this. All right? Most of us wasn't. And that's why we grab to it, you know, the way that I can't even say that, you know. But I would say, in my opinion, that's why it's easier for me to grab towards to it, because I have something. All my life, I'm like, man, this can't be. But the world is all I knew. So that's what I had to deal with, man. That's why the scriptures say, ye shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free, man. Because this world just boxes you in.
Man.
All right? It just puts you in a box. It's like was that the movie with Jim Truman show?
Yeah.
Where he was like in like a society, or
It was in like a studio, like a movie studio.
Yep. He thought he was really living, but it was an experiment for the most part, man. And that's what America is. It's just an experiment. They sit here, create a problem, and bring the solution. No, create a problem, see how you react, and bring the solution. Oh, we know what not to do. We know not to do this. Oh, we got to do this next time. Now, like I was talking with the brother earlier, now you got Russia. I've even been saying this, man, going back a couple of weeks. I got tired of hearing about that C word, man. Every time I go to YouTube, I go social media, I go any fucking where, you hear C19, C19. Oh, man, shut the fuck up. That shit got played out, but what it is they brought the fear. They put that fear in you. There can be a pandemic at any moment that can change your life. Who's to say that that's the last one? They could bring something else. Because now they talking about the H5N1 and bird flu is on the rise and all this and that, man. Oh, and that is spreading to humans, you know?
Planting seeds.
So it's like, exactly, they're planting them seeds of fear, man. All right, so what they're doing is setting this thing up, okay? Go ahead, bro.
It says, see that ye be not troubled.
Don't be troubled, man. Make not haste, you know? Don't be troubled. Go ahead. Don't slack it. Don't sit here and be like, oh, I'm through, man. What? You know what the scriptures say. If you don't, you ought to know what the scriptures say. Or the word's been out there. The book has been unsealed. You know? It just comes down to who you listening to. That's why, what it say? Continue thou the things that thou hast learned, and the sword of whom thou hast learned from. Roughly paraphrasing. But that's where we at with it, man. All right? You can't be troubled because this is a time to drink. The good stuff.
What is it? It's a celebration, bitches.
This is the time, man. You know? This is the time to get the glasses out. You know? This is the time. whiskey out.
All right, because now it's our salvation close. It's getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
It's getting closer and closer. That's it. You know?
Yeah, it's not like, oh, we out of this bit. Hell no, because when it really comes down to that, I don't want to be inebriated. By far, hell no, I want all my wits about me. But through the Spirit, knowing what's going on, and I know that it's not the end, but that's a big deal, man. It's not the biggest deal, but that's a big deal. Because it ain't like a missile landed on Russia from the U.S. or nothing like that as of yet. You know, right now it's stirring up, man. Hey, you know, let me see. We're gonna deal with some pasta. You know, the water was boiling. Now the pasta in there. You know what I'm saying? Now we got the pasta going. You know. Then eventually, after the pasta gets softened, then what happens? You gotta strain it. All right, you gotta strain it. And when that sauce get on there, that's when it's gonna be. Woo, it's gonna be time to get at it, man. So that's where we at now. It's not time to eat yet. All right, but the food is almost done.
Smell it.
You can
smell the food.
Yep.
And you know what the dinner look like. You know, we know that there's gonna be
that recipe book.
Yeah, exactly. We know what the plate gonna look like, which is that MOTV.
Yep.
All right, and this is setting up for the MOTV.
Yep.
Look at the gas prices.
Yep.
Look at they put sanctions on Russia. Russia provides gas for the majority of Europe and even some in America.
EU.
So if they don't have those resources, then what? There's scarcity.
Yep.
Prices go up. Economies drop. So now
help is needed.
So
Insurrection.
So how do you come and save the day? Come on, man. They're not gonna just force this MOTB on people. People are gonna be willing to take it.
Yeah.
They're gonna want to take it for all the benefits.
You holding what he had?
Yeah.
Read that again, because what did it say? What did it say? Middle of 6.
Matthew 24 and 6.
Matter of fact, read at the beginning, Bible shot. Go back up.
Matthew 24 and 6. And you should hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Yep.
See that ye be not troubled.
See that ye be not troubled. So when all of these things start to happen, it's going to be frustrating. It could even be scary, but at the end of the day, and I don't mean scary like, oh my God, what I'm going to do is just off of the reality of, oh, it's here. But that's why you have to be prepared, man. I'm about to say it like that. You got to be prepared. All right? Because if you're not, then you're going to get caught slipping. You know, like they say, you're going to get caught with your pants down. You know, you can't run with your pants down. You know, you're gonna get caught out in the open, man. That's why you gotta be prepared. Said, be not troubled. All right, go ahead.
For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
The end is not yet, man. All right, the end is not yet. You hear wars and rumors of wars, but the end is not yet. All right, there's still a little time. America still got a little lifespan. You know what I'm saying? Like you play I don't know why I thought it is Marvel vs. Capcom. Just because you beat one of the characters, you still got 2 left. You know what I'm saying? So America, they got 2 characters left. You know, because the closer we get to the end, the more things are going to manifest. Yeah, they got 2 characters. You know, the whole time you building your special bar up, man. That's just word. All right, because the scriptures say when they're about to fill their belly, then the Lord is going to rain down on them. He's going to bring that judgment on them, man. All right. How y'all doing today?
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
Doing all right, man. Y'all just listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. Just checking. If y'all have any questions, then, you know, by all means.
I got a couple. So with Issachar, right?
Yeah.
I be looking at the Mexican and John, right? And I be wondering how you deciphering which one are truly Issachar for which one or not.
Get that in what's that, 1 John? You just quoted it the other day. Because the thing is, you mean who are Issachar, like as in the Mexicans, and who not a Mexican?
No. What I mean is, okay, so it's a lot of Mexicans over here and all around the world, really, right?
Yeah.
But when I be looking at it, so I was studying on that, on just Mexican themselves.
Yeah.
And I found like what they call Afro-Mexicans. And they living just like we living for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like they over there in Mexico doing them real bad. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay,
The Mexicans that walk around looking like the one that's here. You know, kind of pale in skin. And I understand that it was saying that they were gonna look like a cake unturned and all of that, right? But what I'm saying is, how are we for sure that the ones that walk around day to day are truly going back to this?
I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to the spirit. It comes down to the spirit. That's why you got that? Try to spirit by the spirit?
Yeah. This is the book of First John chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are the Most High.
Yeah, because you can have somebody that says, oh, I'm Issachar, or I'm this, or I'm that. But at the end of the day, this word defines all. This is, like it says in Hosea 4 and 6. It's like a two-edged sword. It cuts the spirit. It cuts to the soul, you know? So there'll be times, you know, Edomites or so-called white people will come up here and they listening until certain things start coming out through the spirit, through the word, and they get, oh no, and they get real belligerent, you know? Now they want to be all angry and disrespect the craft, if you will. You know, so dealing with our people, the people on this side, it's all off faith, brother, too. You know, it's all off faith, but you try to spirit by the spirit at the end of the day. Because there's a lot of our people who's not going to take heed to what's being said. The 2/3, you know, I don't know how much you read or know, but, you know, it speaks about that in Zechariah. But it comes down to the elect. You know, those are the ones who the Lord chosen. And you read in John 10, the Lord said, my sheep hear my voice. You know, so the ones who are meant to get it, they're going to get it. If we sit here and try to wrap our head around who's who and who's actually what, you're going to distract yourself from learning what, you know, the real, of reality really is the salvation and teaching the word and getting the word out there. It's like we throwing the bait out there and the right fish is going to bite. You know, instead of like, man, no, we should go over here, go over there. If you're trying to move everywhere on the lake, you might miss the opportunity. You know, you find your spot, you know, you just wait patiently. You do what you're supposed to do, and through the spirit of the Lord, the right fish will come in. You know, because there's you know about Sister, that show that used to come on? They're actually Edomites.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but we'll look at it, we just look at the surface of it, it's like, oh, them are people, yeah. But, so if we try to get all into that, then it'll be, not saying it'll be too much, but there's more weightier matters at hand, I would say. And I'm not disrespecting your question by far.
No, I know
it's
what you're
just,
saying. I got you.
what's most important is getting this word out and you know, seeking salvation. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You know, so the right fish is gonna come in. You gotta, you got that? You got that precept?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 11, verse 13. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
Because at a point of time, these people on this side, we was all minorities, but we really didn't deal with each other. You know, that's probably why I had to look more into that. But if those Mexicans are doing no Afro-Mexicans, you know, bad, it's probably due to that, you know, that tension that has built up, or just pretty much the system, you know? Because even the fact that I know this knowledge through the spirit, and I know other Hispanics that had this knowledge, and I never met them, but we clicked up, and it's all because of the spirit. They probably just don't have that spirit, and they just systematically, you know, they just dealing with this system that has been built around our people and for our people to destroy and oppress our people, because they know if we all come together, it's a wrap. So they whole goal is to what? Divide and conquer. All right, you got books where when the Negroes came over here, they was helping the natives, but they would put a native over the Negroes and put a Negro over the natives just to keep them from being together, because they know that we're a stronger unit when we linked up. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so also with the Afro-Latinos, you know, we're a mingled seed. Esau came in and he took some of our women, so you might have some with fairer hair, some of them with thicker hair, and then not only that, some of the slaves actually went down to Mexico as well. And I know a chick that I used to work with, she's darker than me. She's full blood, Mexican. So if you're from like southern Mexico, you might be darker. And also as far as like how they treat each other, it's just like the Dominicans and the other tribes. Like if you're dark, they look down on you. If you're light, you're good, so to speak. And the way that a lot of Mexicans tell their daughters, they tell them to marry a white man for the money, for the power, to come up in society. So it's just a mindset that's been beat down on our people to treat darker skinned people worse than the lighter or the fairer skin.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So do y'all feel? So, do y'all feel like I'm kind of vexing them, because I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I feel a certain way about it. I mean, the history I have, I'm from Atlanta, right? So the history I have with them, it just, I don't know if I be naming on them or something, but I done read them same scripture that you just bringing out now. Ephraim will, Vex, Judah, and eventually I'll be gone. You think that's the spirit I'm in? Well, I'm just way harder on them. Just look at my history with them.
We all come from the world. We all, was at a spot where, you might not have liked that person. Or you might have, Eastern might have did something to you, or Mexican might have did something to you, now you feel some type of way. But when we come into this knowledge, it's just like, man, we know where we at right now, like the brother said earlier. It's like the council lift off of us. Our minds are free now, so we can put all that behind us.
Really, you gotta have mercy, you know what I'm saying? Because whatever, I don't know what we've been through to say why we should look at somebody a certain way, but we're in a time right now that we really gotta go by the spirit, you know what I'm saying? Not because somebody's Mexican or because somebody's this race or that race, you know what I'm saying? Because really, ultimately, it's all about Israel, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Our seeds been scattered across the corners of the earth. So don't think of it as, oh, it's the Mexicans I don't like. You may not like that group of people. Their spirits may have been off. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like a racial thing, but it is, because Israelites deal with Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So if it's specified towards us Mexicans, it's a carnal thing. It's a carnal thing that you're holding on to. Because spiritually we all do the same thing. We all vibe together. You know what I'm saying? Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are connected spiritually. I don't care what they say, we're African, right? We've never met these people, right? For centuries or however long. They come over here, we don't act the same. Well, the Hispanics, they've been over on this side of the earth before the Negroes got over here, and we all party the same. No cultural connection for centuries, right? So that shows that we are spiritually connected as a people. Now, there may be some people that you just don't vibe with, you know what I'm saying? And
but that's even within inside my own race, though. You feel like within Judah,
yeah. So it's not just isolated to that. You gotta really go. Let's get it. Try the spirit by the spirit, whether they be of the Most High. That's the most important thing.
So back in 1 John chapter 4, verse 1, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are going on to the world.
So now this is mainly talking about when people are teaching. But also, we try each other, because if somebody said that they're a man of the Lord, then you see if they fit the description based off the scriptures. So, like they said in the scriptures, even Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. You know what I'm saying? So, even amongst our own, they're not going to rub us the right way, and most definitely the heathen won't rub us the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because they're very contrary. Now, there may be a couple heathen that you be like, kind of cool. You know why? Because they're Israelite, but they just look like heathen because their parents, probably the male of their family, married within that nation.
Yeah.
So now that's why I say right now, we're at the point that you got to go by the Spirit instead of looking at them and saying, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Or I got a problem with it. You know?
Okay. So, yeah, I respect that. Now, with them even with white people, I do that all day.
Yeah.
Basically. Do you guys?
With Edomites?
Yeah.
Well, this is how I treat it, man. If you respectful to me, I'm respectful to you.
No, I don't go around disrespecting nobody.
Yeah.
But I'm saying my inner thoughts, my heart and junk. You feel what I'm saying? I really be vexing them all day, kinda. You know, not just sitting around just, dang, I hate them to death. But you know what I'm saying? I really do.
I mean, I'll never let my guard down with them. They're heathen. At the end of the day, they're Edomites. They're going to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? So me, right now, with me personally going around and getting mad at them all day, it's like it's a waste of energy. It's like you gotta beat somebody up at the end of the day. You know you're gonna dog walk them, right? Or I'm gonna be looking at you, mean mugging you all the way to the end.
No,
I'm
I don't do nothing like that. I'm just talking about my inner thoughts, though.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
I don't get no conflict, man, but my inner thoughts, I be tripping.
It's like, you can do it. I mean, they say we should meditate terror, you know, but for me personally, I'm just saying it's, you know, it's a waste. I'm gonna catch it when I get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, the scriptures say what's the end to it. Now, I ain't gonna sit here and exonerate them and act like they did. But when I first came into this gospel, I used to walk around and I see them and I'm like, God damn, man, I bet they're doing some evil. Like that type of, and then the exhaustion, it stress you out. It's an unnecessary stress. We got a lot that we can focus on and work on within ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Yes, ma'am? Embarrassed in the spirit? Yeah, it'll drain you.
That ain't true, right? Because it's a balance, right?
Yeah,
and they say, you know, God love and He hate, all through the scripture, right? So you gotta have that balance. But one more question. So, even though the way I feel about like Edomites and all these other nations, I be thinking, right? And you know, you read books and you watch movies and stuff, and you had these safe houses, and what made a house safe? Like white people and stuff. So my question is, was them white people, you know, that was helping us escape slavery and stuff, were they Edomites or was they Israelites that had their color skin born like that? You feel what I'm saying?
I'll say this is through the spirit a good example. We were just going over the thing is Cyrus, one of the kings in
I know who Cyrus is.
In First Ezra that helped us rebuild the temple.
Yeah.
Right? He funded that. He was a heathen. So
yeah,
does that
he
make
was
him
Persian, right?
Yeah, so does that make him an Israelite because he helped us?
No.
You feel me?
He wasn't Israel.
With the Lord put the spirit on him to do something like that. So just because another nation do good unto us, the scriptures say what? The Lord should make our enemies adversity. Because the prophecies have to come to pass. Even us getting over here in them, the scriptures say that they should nurture us for a time and a time. They pretty much brought us into hardcore slavery, but really they nurtured us too. They kept us alive all the way up to this point so we can raise up to fulfill the will of the Heavenly Father. Because at the end of the day, the Lord controls everybody and everything. So he'll lighten the spirit up on these heathen to help us, because otherwise what would have happened? They would have wiped us out.
Yeah.
So there had to been some kind of release valve for us to make it all the way up to this point. So them gestures don't mean that they, you know, are Jake or heathen. It could have been either or. It could have been an Israelite in an Edomite body, in an Edomite body, for lack of better words. Or it could have just been an Edomite that the Lord just made his spirit soft.
Okay. Because Dad said, I just told y'all how I feel about the other nation, right?
Done.
But it's just one family. It's a family Edomites. Like, these are Edomites, you feel me? And like, they're the reason why I came up here, you know? And yeah, I love them like my family, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they know I hate their nation. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I love them, right? So I be conflicted. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, they family done helped me so much in today. You feel what I'm saying?
I tell you, bond with them, but you know who they are.
Yeah, so I be conflicted about it, like completely.
Yeah, this ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, anything on this planet Earth, you should be able to get up and walk away from the name of the Lord.
I will.
Yeah,
There's no question.
because at the end of the day, you don't know if they're Israelites, because heathen can't make it. You will be destroyed. That's just point blank, period. So even if you cool with them, they cool with you, you grew up on, they don't get destroyed anyway.
I know that.
But if they're not, what if they're Israelites? You just treat them accordingly, treat them respectfully.
See, I love them, right? But I'll be looking at their family history, and I can't see no Israelite of them.
You don't get
your ancestor DNA test
and
and have them get the one where they touch you, the
just treat
DNA
them
all the way
accordingly,
back
man.
to the way they
Like
built
you
up the
said,
bones in Israel.
like you said, you don't fold in your understanding, your belief. That's all that matters. Because I was talking to the brother about First Esdras when he was talking about intermarrying and dealing with other nations and all that. It wasn't about solely because of bloodline. It was mainly because of culture. The Lord don't want us intermingling with heathen because mainly it's all about culture. They'll have you serving their gods. They'll have you doing it. You feel me? So that's long as you can hang with them, you can be all the most, but they like, yeah, I'm an Israelite and Edomites can't make it. You don't gotta like bark it at them, but they know where you stand. I don't want to eat that. You know I don't celebrate that.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? As long as you can stand like that and hold your integrity, you do it.
That's what I have to do, because I don't know, when I first learned about the truth, which was just about 3 years ago or something, you know, I had been with them so long, I had been knowing them since I was probably 19 or 20 or something, you feel me? And, you know, then I was like 36 or something, you know, and it kind of threw me for a loop, because at first I was trying to disprove everything I was hearing. You know how it is, I've been raised up a Christian my whole life. So it started off, I was just, you know, trying to, I wouldn't say disprove, but I found it comical, what I was seeing on the internet. You know, how like not knowing them, how they be doing the other nations of John. And they start out comical to me. But as I'm listening to what he's saying, I started like really searching, because that's not what I believe, you feel me? But after I found what he was saying to be true, now we're in a situation, right? Because I'm hooked up with this family, they all white, you know. And I've been going to church since I was little. But I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I love these folks. But, you know, there's no way that I would, you know, choose them over God and then, you know, and I understand they're gonna get destroyed. And I have told them that kind of stuff. Not in a harsh way, but, you know, he was an elder of the church and we used to go against it. You know, I had to show him the truth.
Yeah,
but I'd be like,
we chose our the Lord got the spirit on us. Whether you want to or not, you're gonna make the choice the Lord made you to create.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord chose you, you're gonna be like, I don't care how, like, I'll tell you what, how personal it get. What happened to David and his son Absalom?
Yeah.
You know? Like he had a choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if it gets that close with how more heathen, we'll develop relationships with these people, but ultimately, you at the drop of a dime, you're gonna choose the Lord because that's what the Lord chose you to be. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you don't want to get conflicted. I know it feels weird, like y'all cool, but I know y'all gonna get messed up. So I don't know how to treat y'all right now.
That's what I was going through, and that's what I be feeling and going through. You see what I'm saying? It's just a crazy spot to be in.
As long as they're not violating your path, what the Lord has a will for you to do, like I'm teaching. If I got a woman and she's disturbing this, you know what I'm saying, she gotta go.
Now see, that was gonna be my next question, right? Because me and my children, you know, like yeah, me and my children, we share the daily, and I don't raise them up in my belief, you know. But my wife, she over there in the car, she do not believe, regardless of what she say, you know, she don't believe, she still believe that I wouldn't say she believe in like the white Jesus, but true, she do.
I'm going to say this, going to 1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter. It says, how thou know, O husband, thou shalt save thy wife. How know, O wife, thou shalt save thy husband. If thy wife be pleased to dwell with thee, let him be. So at the end of the day, you could save your household. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take it like that, okay? Because we, you know, for me being in the truth, we've been in it, what, like 12, 13 years?
Wow.
You know, married, had kids, women that came and gone with through. You know, women come and go, but at the end of the day, we had women that didn't believe in the truth. We had women, but they was cool with us. You know, that's how it is, because Timothy's mother, she believed, but the father didn't. You know what I'm saying? But who was Timothy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee you, Timothy was the person that saved this whole household, the mother and the father.
So you saying like Abraham, right? Yeah, with Abraham and his wife, we see what Abraham had faith, but you can say that Sarah had faith, but we really don't know, because I ain't see that in the scripture. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, the scripture said Sarah was a holy woman, and was it?
What scripture is that?
We'll get it.
It must have missed me.
Yeah. Because good is good. You know what I'm saying? Good is good. If a person's a good person, then that's you fulfilling the law. You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't steal, and I've never stolen from birth to I die, that's a good thing that I didn't do that.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that we really don't say anything about Sarah, but it did say that. I don't know what Sarah's done, but the Lord called her holy.
Yeah, I thought I've been through the whole Bible, but I guess I just missed it. It just didn't catch me.
This is 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 6. Even as Sarah, let me go back up to 5, it says, for after this manner, in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in the Most High.
So they said the holy women also who trusted in the Most High. So that's automatically a category right there.
Yeah.
Adorn themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord.
Yeah, so see, the Lord considered Sarah a holy woman.
Yeah, see, I done read that scripture, but I guess I didn't interpret it like that. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you know.
I see what you're saying now. Because they put her in the same category as holy women, and they were saying how she respected Abraham and stuff.
But that now you gotta make this connection. She was holy because she obeyed Abraham.
Yeah.
Because that's a woman's role. Women believe in this time that the spirit's on them. Because the spirit said, yeah, women shall prophesy, but they shall tell their husbands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're not going to go out and prophesy in the streets. They have their role, and if a woman does her role, then that makes her holy. You know what I'm saying? That's like a big struggle with our women nowadays. It's like they're believing it's true. And they be like, well, what can I do? I want to do something.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you know, making garments, cooking, cleaning, housing the brothers, and doing the womanly things. That's like you're being a prophetess.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing a mighty work. But you know, it's the spirit that Esau's put out here that women can do the same thing as men and things like that. You know.
Yeah.
But that's just a different kind of subject, you know. But it was just something good to bring out.
Nah, that was the subject I was gonna go into to my wife, man. I'm not gonna lie, boy. You know, she got that black woman spirit, and I can't lie. Yo, she do honor me in that dinner that day. I can't lie. Yeah, it's gonna be my way, but I mean, she got that black woman attitude. You know what I'm saying? And it be a real struggle with me those sometimes. You feel me?
That's your lot.
Like it be a real burden on me, bro.
That's your lot. That's your lot. You know? I'm saying it because you may think, at the end of the day, long as she don't do anything to disturb your belief, like she's trying to hold on. So
she start eating pork with her. She start eating seed. You know, I would say crab and shrimp. But boy,
I've been married for 10 years, brother. And it's hard. It's hard, especially our women. You know what? As far as the law goes, you gotta do it. You gotta dwell with it. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just do it gritting your teeth.
Yeah.
You gotta be merciful. Just like this is to you. The stuff we do on the daily, the Lord feel like that towards us. It's like, bro, you ain't doing enough for me to get rid of you. but you pissing me off, low key. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we're doing to the Lord on a daily, but he's merciful to us.
Yeah.
So we got to execute that same mercy. Because then James says, so he won't show no mercy to those who show no mercy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we want the things we pray for others, do unto others you have done unto you. How I want the Lord to do unto me when I'm doing something dumb. And I'm looking up like, you know, and I want that mercy. I want him to overlook. I want him to walk me through it, you know, to get me there. That's the same thing I got to have patience on with my neighbor and brother and sister, you know. That person will come to it. You know you right. It takes patience, brother. It takes a lot of patience. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're learning how to be a leader. You know, we never knew. We never knew. So now the Lord's woken us up. Now, not only you're learning the right things, but now you gotta learn how to deal. Hey, now you learn what Moses had to go through.
Yeah.
Dealing with niggas.
Yeah.
A group, just imagine just a bunch of niggas. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta get them all to line up. You coming up, wake up in the morning, hey man, did y'all pray, man? Like they dancing and juking or cooking pork, you know what I'm saying? You like, you kicking it all, like, what y'all doing? I thought you said I could put a little bit of juice in it. Niggas. You know what I'm saying? So the women, the children, all that, man.
Please, no, I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah.
Go to the car, man, please.
Yeah, so Slakia, I apologize about that, but you know, we gotta have patience, we gotta have mercy towards our people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's what we want from the Lord, and you're in the position of leadership now. And you gotta look at it's good to say those who are teachers are in need of milk. So we gotta go back to how the Lord raised us up. What the Lord went through from Moses to David to, you know what I'm saying? What he said about our people, they're stiff-necked. You know what I'm saying? They're hard-headed.
All right, so speaking of stiff neck, right?